Welcome to the Game Shed. On this episode, I'm going to talk about the top 5 Nintendo Wii games. And starting with number 5, Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 2. And this is a really great fighting game. And it's still fairly cheap. I got it for like $12.99 at Just Press Play. It's better than the first one, and I haven't played the third one because that one's expensive. It's like, I think last time I checked it was like $100 or something. But this one's still a good price, and it's a great fighting game, and it covers the whole story of Dragon Ball Z in the story mode, and it also has 2-player mode and world tournament and all that. And the graphics look great on the Wii. It's also on PS2, and yeah, it even has like story from the movies, like Lord Slug and Tree of Might. There's Turtles, and it has Wrath of the Dragon and other movies in it too. And even Dragon Ball GT, it has like Baby Vegeta. When Baby takes over Vegeta, you have to fight the Great Ape. But yeah, it's a really good game.
Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 2. Let's give it our best shot.
And yeah, it's got really good fighting and animation, and the voice actors from Dragon Ball Z. Just heard Christopher Sabat voices Goku. Let's see if I can
choose wisely.
show one of the fights. Oh, and a word from my sponsor, Dubby Energy Drink. It's a really good energy drink with no sugar and no jitters, no crash, and it has a lot of vitamins. And it tastes pretty good. This flavor is Dragonade, which is dragon fruit, and pink strawberry lemonade.
For scary good savings,
it's pretty good. I'm going to put some more in my water bottle here. Yeah, you put like a scoop in it. 1 scoop per 12 ounces of water. And you can even use more water than that if you want, depending on your taste. 1 scoop.
Now, time for some serious training.
And then gotta shake it up. But yeah, it has a lot of characters in this game. It has over 100 characters from Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball GT. There's Yamcha in the loading screen, shaking it up. But yeah, this Dubby's pretty good. And if you use code Apparition33, you can get 10% off your order of Dubby. It'll help give me the energy to get motivated to do these videos and play guitar and try to do stuff and try to get some work done. Alright. I think it's about time I'm on to the next game. But yeah, that's how the fights look. They look pretty awesome. start out in the beginning of the story when Piccolo's training Gohan. But I'll show you the number 4 game on my list. And this is a good time of year to talk about Resident Evil 4, which is a really good survival horror game. And you play as Leon Kennedy. He's one of my favorite characters from Resident Evil. And you just shoot zombies. And the Wii edition is probably the best version because you can point the gun at the screen to shoot zombies. So point the Wiimote at the screen, and that makes it a lot more fun than a regular shooting game. But yeah, it's a really good game. It's very challenging. You gotta like solve puzzles and shoot zombies, and I found it was fun to play with friends. It's single player, but if you play with friends, they can help you figure out the puzzles and get further in the game.
Layers of flavor of the buffalo chicken salad.
There is an annoying escort mission later in the game, but other than that, it's a pretty good game. Like later in the game, this part is really cool too. You have to fight like a lake monster zombie on the boat. But yeah, there's all kinds of cool zombies and monsters in this game. Maybe it already passed the lake monster part. But yeah, you have to find ammo and manage your inventory. And sometimes you find a merchant who's really funny. He's like, "What are you buying? What are you selling?" And he looks like a drug dealer or some sketchy guy. And yeah, it's a really good game, and they are making a remake of it. So, in my opinion, I think the graphics look good enough in this one, but I guess they are dated by today's standards. So,
got some rare.
There's the guy. What are you selling?
Is that all straight? Thank you. Is that all? Thank Thank you. What are you buying?
What are you buying?
Is that all? Is that all? Thank you.
Where is he? I didn't really show him that much. That guy who's playing it's moving real fast. Oh well, I guess it's time to go on to the next game. But yeah, Resident Evil 4 is definitely a must-have for the Wii. You can also get it on pretty much any other console as well. PlayStation 2, 3, 4, Xbox, Switch. I think it's on everything these days. Well, also, I'm going to give an honorable mention to all the other Resident Evil games on the Wii. And I think I have the complete collection of Resident Evil games on the Wii. They have Resident Evil Archives, the remake of the first one. The remake was originally released for GameCube. There's Resident Evil Archives, Resident Evil 0, another one which was also originally released on GameCube. And then these are really good on rail shooters. So it's kind of like an arcade zombie shooting game where you get the Wii zapper and point the gun at the screen. So far, I've only played Umbrella Chronicles, which is really good. And it follows the story of Resident Evil 0 and Resident Evil 1 and other games in the series, but in a different way. And this is the sequel to that, and I'm looking forward to trying this one too. And these games are really challenging too. I think I only got 2 or 3 levels into it, and then I couldn't get further because I kept dying, but it's really fun. Alright, I guess it's time to go on to the next game, which is number 3, Super Mario Galaxy. And what can I say about Mario Galaxy? It's just a really fun 3D platformer like all the other 3D Mario games. But this one, it's in space, and it introduces some cool new characters like Rosalina and the little star guys. You gotta feed star bits to them, and then they help you get to new planets. I only had it have it disc only with a generic GameStop case that's falling apart, but so I reprinted this label. But I have Super Mario Galaxy 2 in the official case with a manual, but I haven't played that one yet, so maybe that one's better. Because that one has Yoshi in it and this one doesn't. But starts out like with this little story, and then you get to play. But yeah, it's really good. You gotta collect the stars. Bowser's attacking as usual. And there's like cutscenes like this, but mostly action gameplay after that. And there's really cool things that you can do with like the gravity and walking around planets. And like Mario can transform into new things like Bee Mario and Boo Mario. There's like a honeybee planet, and there's Freeze planet, and all kinds of cool stuff. But yeah, so that's my number 3 best Wii game, Super Mario Galaxy. I guess it's about time to go on to number 2, Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn. This is one of the greatest strategy RPGs of all time, and the Fire Emblem games in general are the best strategy RPGs, hands down. I've played Final Fantasy Tactics and Mercenaries and a few other strategy RPGs, and nothing else compares. The only strategy RPG that comes close to being as good as Fire Emblem is maybe Shining Force 1 and 2 on Sega Genesis. But other than that, you don't get any better than Fire Emblem.
At MedStar Health, we're doing everything.
And this is a sequel to
prepare
Path
for
of
what
Radiance,
Like, what if
which is a
you
really
care
good
right
game
now?
on
We have the
GameCube.
region's largest
That's really
network of urgent
expensive.
care
It's like $200 or $300.
It's how we treat people.
And this one is less expensive.
Ever wonder why?
I believe last time I looked it up, it was around $100. But I got this a couple years ago. I still have the receipt. It was $74.99 at Regen. And they had this deal on Black Friday, like you can roll a D20 to get a discount. So I ended up rolling a 14 and got a 14% discount. So it was $64, which is a really good deal for this game because it's going up to over $100 these days. And I don't know if it might eventually get close to the level of the GameCube one. Probably not, because GameCube is expensive in general these days. But yeah, there's a few animated cutscenes with voice acting, but mostly it's reading text, and the strategy battles. Yeah, most of the character dialogue is in text like this, but it's a really good story involving like deep topics of like kind of like racism and war and war between nations, and there's different tribes of people. Some of them are regular humans known as Bjork, and some of them are humans that can transform into animals like tigers or lions or like birds or dragons, and they're known as Lagoos. And there's like kind of a strained relations between the Bjork and Lagoos. Some Bjork call the Lagoos subhuman, but the main character, Ike, he's like friendly with the Lagoos, and they work on the same team. And it's a very fun strategy war game. My favorite Fire Emblem is Fire Emblem Three Houses on Switch, but this one is probably my second favorite. And also the ones on the 3DS are good too. And I have videos about 3DS. I'll put links to them in the description. I have like top 10 3DS games and another video about 3DS games that are going up in price. Alright, I guess it's about almost time for my number one. But I guess I'll have a few more honorable mentions. One honorable mention I have is Super Smash Bros. Brawl. And I don't know if you can tell, but this is actually a reprinted label, but this is an example of when a reprinted label turns out good. You can barely tell unless you look really closely. It's maybe not as bright as a official label, but it still looks pretty good, and it turned out the right dimensions. Usually I have trouble. You have to put the right settings on the printer. But yeah, just, you already know this is a good fighting game with all the Nintendo characters. I think I like Super Smash Bros. Melee on the GameCube better. Because that was like when I was a kid and I was really into that game at the time. But this game is really good too. And it has a really good like adventure mode where you can run around through levels. as well. So I think it's called the Subspace Emissary. And yeah, like the adventure mode in this might be better than Melee. And it seems like these might even have more content than Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate has more characters though, but I don't know, the adventure mode was kind of weird. It was just different kind of fights and running around on an overworld map. But this actually had like platformer levels you could run through. Another one is this kind of similar to the Resident Evil Umbrella Chronicles games, House of the Dead 2 and 3. Just really good arcade, shoot the gun at the screen, kill the zombies game. And I don't know, this game I got for $14.99, but I think they're like starting to go up in price. So if you collect for the Wii and you can find it for a decent price, this is probably a good game to pick up. All right, I guess it's about time to go to number 1. Do I have any other honorable mentions, though? I've been trying a few Wii games out lately to see if there's any more worthy to come into this list. I tried Phantom Brave, which is another strategy RPG, and it's okay, but it's not as good as Fire Emblem. But if you're looking for another strategy game on the Wii, well, I guess you can already see what number 1 is. Number 1! Skyward Sword. The Legend of Zelda. Skyward Sword. This is a really good game, and I know a lot of people give it flack because of the motion controls when you have to swing the sword and stuff, but in my opinion, I think that's what makes it better. And I have a complete copy. Some reason I don't have the sound. It didn't come with the soundtrack. But very nice game. Oh yeah, I was trying to play some video in the background. But yeah, you're like in Skyloft with this, which is like this island in the sky.
I like to smell my beard after a really good meal.
And
dude, you don't need to get that person to get the State Farm personal price plan. It just helps.
You can fly these loft wings, and then eventually the princess goes missing, and Link has to drop down to the islands below to look for her. So you end up having to go to the forest and the desert. But that is what like Skyloft looks like. But yeah, it's got everything a classic Zelda game has. Good music, dungeons, killing monsters, sword fighting, and yep, you use the Wiimote like that. But they also made a remaster of this on Switch. If you don't like the motion controls, they have an option. You can do it without motion controls. But yeah, I just love the Legend of Zelda series, and there's so much you can do in the game. Flying the Loftwing, fight with the sword, talk to weird characters. There's like, like there's intricate quests with the characters, where if you do one thing, something happens, or you can do something else and something else will happen. Like it has that hand that reaches out of the toilet and some weird funny quests like that. And there's like a cave up in Skyloft. Then you open treasure chests. But yeah, you just gotta play the game. I mean, if you like Zelda or action adventure games or action RPGs, you definitely would like this game. You get different weapons, really cool different weapons that do different things. Anyway, I guess I'm not the best at like talking and explaining things. What can I say? I like video games. I was like debating on like, should I just focus on guitar videos and not do video game videos anymore? But someone requested it, so here I am. I did it, and I think I will keep making video game videos. And I might get better internet soon. They're installing fiber optics in my neighborhood. Right now I got slow DSL. But when I get the fast internet, I can live stream. And that might be the way I do most of my video game videos going forward. I might do like Xbox Series X on Twitch and PS4 and other systems on YouTube. But yeah, oh yeah, there's the Loft Wing. I got the amiibo of Zelda and her Loft Wing. Oh yeah. Has this funny character named Groose, who's like a bully to Link in the beginning. He like steals his Loft Wing so he can try to win the race and impress Zelda. But he ends up being a useful character at the end. Anyway, thanks for watching, and please like, comment, and subscribe. If you comment and subscribe, you'll have a chance to win Xbox Game Pass cards when I get 300 subscribers and 500 subscribers. If you don't have Xbox, I can give you a Nintendo or PlayStation gift card. And when I get 1,000 subscribers, I'm giving away some Pokemon cards. So, and if I get 3,333 subscribers, if that ever happens, I might give away like some graded Pokemon cards and graded games. So yeah, I mean, I just like playing video games and making music, and I'm gonna keep doing it. And my channel's slowly growing, so hopefully someday I'll be able to make money from it. If not, I'm trying to figure out other ways, and like I'm selling video games, and but I'm trying to be like an entrepreneur. I've done construction and different jobs, tree work and stuff in the past. I'm not trying to do like 9 to 5 bullshit job, you know. I want to enjoy my life, you know. I want to do something that I love for a living, and I love to play guitar, and I love video games. If people could put my music into video games, that would be amazing, like, or something, you know. But anyway, I've been rambling on for half an hour, but I hope you enjoyed, and comment and subscribe, and let me know what your favorite Wii games are. Have a good day.